Blake,
I can talk.
Brian,
Can you also meet Brian?
Charles,
Extreme as fuck.
Chris,
Sorry, Chris.
Danielle,
Two girls,
Jason,
one cup.
Hi.
Julia,
I love you guys.
Nick,
Penis.
Tyler,
Shout out to you.
Vicky,
Latecomers Podcast.
Hi.
Hey. Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Welcome to the podcast. Today we have myself, and I'm Danielle. Jim is over here joining us. We have Lewis, and for the first time ever, we have TJ.
TJ.
I don't know what to say. Thank you for
You would
the
like to-
special latecomers honor.
I was going to say, you would like to thank the little people who got you here. Your mom, your dad. Jesus.
Don't forget the Academy and your pets.
MTV
My
and
Uncle
God.
Jerry. My Uncle Jerry, who's in prison right now.
And last but not least,
Shout out to Uncle
RoboCop.
Jerry.
Good job, Uncle Jerry. What did he do to get in prison?
I just made that up.
Oh, well.
Right.
Well, that's when you should have went along with, like, he went outside and had that ice cream cone in his pocket and walked across the street.
Did he drop a
Poor
bruise
Uncle.
from a helicopter in Alaska?
All of things
was-
are written laws for different states that you can't do, apparently. South Carolina's got a few dumb ones.
We've been looking them up, or, like, we've started to look them up. There's just some really stupid stuff out there.
Did you guys know that in Iowa, it's a crime for a horse to eat a fire hydrant?
What horse would ever do that?
I know
I'm
I
guessing-
would.
I'm guessing a
I don't
judge just, woke up one day, looked out his window, saw a horse eating a fire hydrant, and he's like, I fucking hate that horse.
My state doesn't have enough laws.
I'm too lazy to actually do my job today, so I'm just gonna make up a law about horses and fire hydrants.
Apparently, there's a law here that pinball machines can't be played on Sundays.
Well, there is a law in New York that the penalty for jumping off a building is death. So, if you die, you get killed again.
Don't use that parachute,
Wow.
kids. It'll just save the judicial system a lot of time. Here's one for South Carolina. Horses may not be kept in bathtubs.
Well, crap.
That's really upsetting. I had my horse outside. I was thinking I can move him in here, and the only place I had was the bathtub. So I don't know what I'm going to
Yeah.
do now. What's up with the weird
Little
horse laws?
bath time.
I don't know.
Well,
What is?
I don't know.
Why is that such a big deal?
I don't have a horse in my bathtub anymore, but I do have a horse corpse now, so gotta clean that out.
What?
So would that be like, you broke the rule of having the horse in the bathtub, then you killed the horse by starving it or something? So is that like abuse to the horse? Is that two things? Are you going to jail with your Uncle Jerry?
Oh, I've got a good one. Here, go ahead, but I've got a really good one I just found.
I don't know, but Uncle Jerry has some contacts. He can get me some cigs when I get in the lockup.
Just don't drop the soap, whatever you do. I mean, unless you're into that kind of thing, then go ahead and do it, but...
Oh, I love dropping the soap. So much fun to chase it around on the ground, bending over, presenting myself to the world.
Well, Tyler just wrote in the chat, and he's got a point. I think we're missing the biggest point here. Who keeps a horse in a bathtub? I
Don't
mean,
judge!
what?
You don't know people, Tyler. You don't know what they do, their life stories.
You don't know me?
Jeez,
You know
What
what
Tyler.
about that
happened?
thug life?
There is a law.
No, go.
Okay,
Luis,
I'll go on. There is a law from where our dear Glackigan lives, and I mean Ohio, and it says that you cannot get a fish drunk. How can you get a fish drunk?
How would you know if the fish was drunk?
If he's swimming awkwardly?
I have two really great laws that I just found, and I have to read these out. The first one is pertaining to horses. When approaching a four-way or blind intersection in a non-horse-driven vehicle, you must stop 100 feet from the intersection and discharge a firearm into the air to warn horse traffic.
What?
What?
And this one, and this is so wonderful. Every adult male must bring a rifle to church on Sunday in order to ward off Indian attacks. These
I mean,
still
that's-
exist.
That's like everyone's average weekend, right? You go to the church, then you bring your rifle and start scaring away Indians. That's how life works.
Well,
To
that's how
this
we do it
day,
here in South Carolina, Bo. I'll tell you
Modern
right now.
age.
That's an accent. But guys, reason to move to New York right here. It is not illegal for women to walk around public with their shirt off if they're not getting paid for it. So I could totally just like whip out my boobs in the side of the road and like just be fine. I won't get arrested.
Yeah, that's actually very
Well,
recent.
there is
Um,
the good part of it, but then again, there might be some really awkward scenes with, I don't know, just picture an old lady following this, and you will understand my point. And
Yeah.
you're
Okay.
welcome for the nightmares. But then
Well,
again, you
that's-
can just think of a top model doing this, so
well,
you'll
this
forget
is
it, or maybe not.
this isn't really a funny law, but it's something stupid that the government in Florida did, and I actually live here, so I kind of paid attention to it. But one of the few things I've actually paid attention to, Florida accidentally banned all computers and smartphones in the state.
How do you
What?
accidentally
How do you
ban-
do
Why?
Like, oh, this
I
bill
don't
just
know.
slipped through Congress. I mean, I guess we can keep it, but like, how do you do that?
I don't know. I bet that while they were drafting that law, some guy was like on his smartphone, like taking a picture of his penis or something, like that guy from New York.
I know Florida has very special and like specific ways you have to sell like warranties and insurance policies. I can't like I work a call center, and if we try to sell any kind of extended warranty plan, I have to transfer any Florida residents to a special call center just so they can buy the warranty if they want it.
Oh yeah, I think there are weird things like that all the time. Like there's this one website that I've used before. It's a prank call website, and it has like a disclaimer under it that you are not allowed to use this website if you're in these states, these states, these states, these states, and these states. And one of them was Florida. I'm like, okay, I'm not allowed to use this website. I don't care. I'm using it anyway. Shout out to
And
the
that's how
NSA for
Uncle Jerry
getting ready
got
to arrest me.
I think it's because of the they call isn't one of the nicknames for Florida like the retirement state? It's where all the retirees go to, and I think that's why they have such a large retiree residence that I'm really not trying to be like
Dude,
a jerk about this.
Everybody from New York
Oh,
and
it's true.
Long Island retires to Florida.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Florida, it doesn't matter where you go, you're going to see license plates from all over the East Coast because people just come here on vacation for whatever reason, and then all of us people that live here hate it and want to leave. Well, most of us. Mainly me.
I mean, I think I think they have all these special laws in places because it's basically a large elderly population and they get easily confused. So you
Yeah,
have,
it's
like all these crazy step-by-step, very specific laws.
It's a giant retirement home with a beach.
But I think that some of these laws, they either made sense way back in the past, like in the, I don't know, 16th century, or maybe before Earth was created, or
No,
I
I'm
was
gonna
I
call
don't think
bullshit
South
on that
Carolina
one.
was around
I'm gonna
back
call
then.
bullshit on that one. I just read one right now that says in Baltimore it's illegal to take a lion to the movies. When in olden times did anybody take a lion to the movies?
and I was about to get to this because throwing a moose out of a helicopter or taking a lion to the movies, that's probably like, well, there was this one dumb jackass who did this, so, and he claimed
he
that
fucked it
it
up for
wasn't
everybody.
against the law, so I guess we're gonna have to put a law against that. And
What-
that's how it was created.
You said it was a moose that they threw out of a plane?
A helicopter in Alaska. I'm just
Helicopter.
assuming it's how it happened.
Did
Like,
the Canadians
someone thought it
revolt?
would be a good idea. But then again, I might be
Like,
wrong
did-
because the internet told me this. So,
Oh, trust everything you read from the
You can
internet.
trust
How
that.
do
It's a
you
good
get the
source.
moose in the helicopter?
just
How do you do it?
doing it.
I mean, it's got to be fairly recent because I mean, you have to think about it. Helicopters have only been around for like 60 years tops, right? So I mean, it's got to be a fairly recent law. If somebody like pre-TV Jackass days was like, oh, we're gonna do this experiment. We're just gonna drop this massive animal from this helicopter and see what happens.
Well, does it count if the moose is still alive? Because I'm sure it's probably pretty easy if the moose is already dead.
I suppose that's true as well. That's just weird.
Yeah, does make sense. Perhaps we should check this afterwards, so we know if we're talking
Nah, we've already
about
said on the podcast.
nonsense or not.
Do you know, Yellow? It's true now. Everything that we say here, whether it's wrong or not.
well,
after we say it on here, it's like cemented in stone. It's true.
All I know is that
Tyler just wrote a quote. It is considered an offense to push a live moose out of a moving airplane. So there you go, kids. It's true. And if it's not,
Would we lie
then
to
State
you?
of Alaska, please don't make us wrong on this. It would be so embarrassing.
Because the entire state of Alaska is going to listen to this.
Of
The entire
course,
state.
they should.
That's where Sarah Palin's from Alaska, right? My American friend?
yeah,
Yep.
she can
that's
see
right.
Russia from her
listening.
house.
She's here.
Yeah,
She does
that's what we
see
heard.
Russia from her house.
Hey, Sarah
Well, I
Palin
can
has
actually see
the.
Russia from my house, from my back porch.
That woman. Sorry to all the Sarah Palin fans out there. I don't mean to laugh, but it's really funny.
Yeah, all 5 of you.
Wow.
Oh, here you go with the more weird animal laws. In Oklahoma, it's illegal to have a sleeping donkey in your bathtub after 7 p.m.
Give me a second, I'll be right back.
Just why? Why? Why a
Yeah.
donkey? Why
I've got
a
15
bathtub? And
I've got
why
15
after
minutes.
7 p.m.?
I know you got 15 minutes. You're good. You're good.
Here's Kansas. I like this one. Rabbits may not be shot from motorboats.
Oh, here, Greg, for you.
Crap.
In South Carolina, it's unlawful for a minor under the age of 18 to play a pinball machine.
I like the one that says it is illegal to receive or give oral sex in South Carolina. Like, really? Who's gonna know?
Oh yeah, there's a similar law in Florida.
The NSA might.
That's
Really?
true.
There's blowjob laws? Like, you can't... Really?
No blowjobs.
That
this
is
is,
one.
This is important for the Clevengers if they ever want to come to Florida. You may not kiss your wife's breasts.
Thank God I'm not a Florida resident.
Man, that was my whole retirement plan. You know, move to Florida and just,
Kiss the boob.
man.
Just
That
motorboat
ruins it.
your wife every day.
Just constantly circling your boob.
I'm just motorboating. I'm not kissing her. I'm not kissing her breasts.
Lips are not touching. It's just I'm shoving my
I'm not
face
touching you. I'm not touching you.
Then you're in front of the judge and he says like, oh, you were motorboating your wife. And I'm like, yeah, picture didn't happen.
Oh my God! Here's another one.
Oh Jesus.
You may not fart in public after 6 p.m.
Where? Florida?
But what
Yeah.
if you have to? Like, sometimes you can't, like, help it. So, like, what happens? Like, the police walk by at that point.
Hold
it's
it
like,
in.
Fuck me.
The police walk by like a Mexican restaurant or something, and like all the spicy food.
It
They
was
just
the burritos. It was just burritos.
Well-
they're getting dragged down the streets screaming, "It was a burrito! It's a burrito!"
Here's from Derby,
Sir,
Kansas.
you're
Kansas.
under arrest for farting.
Apparently.
Derby City, Kansas. Here we go. Hitting a vending machine that stole your money is illegal, so don't do that. Riding
steal
an
my money,
animal
then.
down any road is
I
against the
do
law.
that. I'd get arrested.
I have a slightly entertaining story about vending machines. Is that okay if I just
Please,
tell
by all
while we're on
means.
topic? Okay. In my college, we used to have this Coke vending machine. By Coke, I mean the soda, not drugs, because that's not how we roll.
We have drug vending
And-
machines in my state. Your
And,
country.
Oh,
uh,
just wait! You can go to Washington and you'll be able to get weed out of a vending machine.
Wow. And this Coke machine was messing up with everyone because we would insert the money and it wouldn't give the money back. It wouldn't give you the soda you requested. And someone got so pissed off at this, they wrote a formal complaint about the vending machine that was there for, I don't know, at least 5 years or something, or maybe even more. And they removed the machine from there, and it seems like they're not going to give it back to us. So someone got really pissed off, and now the diner thing we have close to our classes, they are charging like double the price for a can of soda. They took advantage of that, so we're all screwed, especially people with soda addiction.
Capitalism at its finest.
Yeah, they probably just stole your vending machine. It's in their back room.
They probably sabotaged it.
I like it.
I think we're onto something here.
So guys, let's start a college, install a vending machine, and then 5 years later install a diner. So
Make sure it breaks.
make sure the
Yeah.
diner breaks? Okay.
No, make sure the vending machine breaks.
This reminds me, speaking of college stuff, that the other day on TeamSpeak, I was trying to understand the difference between college and university for you guys. It's so confusing because it seems like in the USA it's one thing, then in England, because Nick was trying to explain it to us, in England it's a whole other thing, the meaning of the names, and here it's also different. You are all just so confusing.
I have tried to figure that out myself, and I'm gonna bring it down to this. The difference between a college and a university, to the best that I can tell, is the word they use in their name, and that's it.
It seems
Actually,
the same to me.
I think a college is like, you get your higher education on a specific subject, and then a university is like a group of different college programs. It could be either programs or it could literally be like different colleges. Like Harvard University spans miles, but it's made up of different colleges.
Well, yeah, I think it's how it works here. At least for me, it's like that. We have a university, and then we have a bunch of different subjects you can study, like psychology, biology, medicine, law school, and these would be the colleges. At least that's how I understand it.
Yeah,
Now that
I've been
you
to
mentioned it.
I've been to both a college and a university, and there is no difference. I mean, that might be the technical difference, what TJ said, and it seems reasonable, but from practical experience, there's no difference.
Well, what I think I'm trying to say is just like a college is part of candy by itself, and a university is just like made up of colleges. So if you go to Harvard University, you're going to be going to Harvard, like a Harvard college, but you can have a college without. I don't know if I don't know.
Yeah, no, I see
Yeah.
what you're saying. Like the campus is Harvard University, and if you get a degree from one of the, we'll call them colleges, it'll still say Harvard University, and it'll say College of, I don't know, biochemistry or whatever it may
Yeah.
be. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I've not seen that in practice.
I'm probably the worst person to be asking about this because I'm still in high school, but whatever.
Baby,
Well, actually, you are pretty qualified. I
you're a
mean,
baby.
it's like the next step.
You get to
I
do all the
mean,
research.
Yeah, stuff like that.
TJ,
And how,
Mm-hmm.
you're not as young as Matt is, though, so don't ever forget about that.
oh yeah, shout out to Gold Guy 81. The guy's like, what, 15 now?
He's 15 now. For all of you that he told that he was 15 beforehand, no, my friends, he just turned 15.
Oh, wow.
He tried to trick us.
Wow.
He lied. He's a liar.
Liars. They're everywhere. You can't trust anybody.
Every time I speak to him, I just make fun of his age, like every single time. I think I'm gonna give the kid a complex.
I'm kind of glad
That's
he
mean.
showed up because I feel if he hadn't shown up, I would be the one that you would do that to. Because right when I told you I was 17, you're like, "Oh, like a baby." That's my
Yeah.
impression of you, sort of, I guess.
Whoa, whoa, are we
baby.
going to talk about impressions now?
No.
Okay.
There we go.
Luis, you do your impression
Yes?
of me, and I'll just wait for you to sound exactly the same.
Okay. I don't know. I've never practiced a
You
Danielle
didn't get the
impression.
joke, like that went over your head.
I guess.
Can you do an impression and then just do an impression
Any
of
impression?
anybody. Anything.
Well, okay, guys. So let me ask you a question. Or something like
There's
No.
a
no.
little bit of difference, not much, but it was there.
asking questions all around.
Ask.
Hey, can I ask you a question?
It's getting bringing our Viking side out.
You
But
guys.
see, there was
You're
a slight
rubbish.
change in my voice tone.
You went higher pitch. That's all you did.
Well, yeah, but
That's an intimidation.
That's different.
Your voice
Can you
Wait,
do
did-
The Godfather again?
Did he actually do your impression?
shut
Because
up.
I didn't hear it.
He said,
He
"Listen,
sounded the exact same.
let me ask you a question," is what he did.
He sounded exactly the same.
really? Come on.
Yeah. Nice try, Lewis.
Oh,
Nice try.
okay. Yeah, I don't know why. I think it's because it's something to do with the internet or my microphone, whatever. But guys, really, I can do at least a handful of impressions that are decent.
Guys, really, I can do a handful of. I can't. Not even trying.
Tried.
That's
so hard.
terrible.
It
That
was
was
a
horrible.
good
That
attempt.
sounded like a British accent.
I thought
No,
I was
it
going
did
to French.
not.
I was thinking that was more French.
What's something Lewis would
Louis?
say? What's something Louis, because Louis, I don't know what to call it.
Luis.
Luis.
Yes.
It's just
interchange it.
so.
Lewis is wrong though, and I'm just stupid.
I've just never heard anybody called Luis, so I'm just like automatically jump to Lewis. I'm like, this is familiar to me.
Yeah, people call me Lois here a lot, so
Lois?
I just
Lois?
got used to it. Lois.
Wait,
Oh, God.
Lewis
You know what? Just
or Lois?
the
I'm not saying cool. I'm saying cool.
okay. Yeah.
Some people call me
It's
Luis. Luis.
Okay,
Or you guys can call me just SpartanSloth or Sloth or Spartan or whatever.
Oh my
Please don't
gosh.
call me whatever.
Can I
Speaking of
call you
Spartans,
Sloth?
or not Spartans. Speaking of sloths,
Sloth? You tried. You tried.
I tried. I saw a trailer for a Ruffles potato chips commercial. Not a trailer, a commercial. And it was like filled with like sloths doing ridiculous things, and I'm like, yep, that's Luis.
That seems like the sort of stuff it goes through my mind during the day.
It's like you just see something going down, like a cop is arresting somebody, and you're like, 1 second they're normal people, next second they just turned into sloths doing all the normal stuff.
Yeah, that too. I actually was inspired to get my username because the same day I created my account, I was talking to a friend of mine, and just out of nowhere we started talking about sloths and how cool they were. And then
You know, everyday
later that
conversation.
day, I was like, what should be my username? And then I thought, well, sloths are pretty cool, but it needs to be something better than just sloth. Then, I don't know, it just happened. SpartanSloth. And now I'm here. It was probably
And then you
the
were
quickest
born.
decision.
You arrived.
And then I was born. It was
Like me.
probably my quickest decision for a username. It took me like, I don't know, 5 minutes, because usually it takes me half an hour, 10 years.
10 years.
What a jump. 30 minutes to, I don't know, a decade.
That was way before I was born.
Wasn't even alive half an hour ago.
We, Jim and I were talking before with like the group on Skype earlier, and like we brought up something that happened before he really got involved with the group, and he's like, "I guess I wasn't there." I'm like, "No, you just weren't born yet. You didn't exist. It's okay. You were born afterwards."
Yep, that was me.
He wasn't real at that point.
It was before you had embraced the Jim Cervic mental, your username mental.
No, I had the mantle long before I started joining the Latecomers.
He had it in the womb, like
Pretty
it was
much.
just a thought in his parents' head, and then like he joined the Latecomers. And then he was just born.
Speaking of latecomers, Tyler's telling us here that we have more members than RoosterTeeth. Oh,
Which is cool, but they're still fucking awesome, so
yeah,
not saying anything about that.
They're cool people. That's no lie.
We
Yeah.
just love our members. You guys.
Rooster Speak,
You guys.
For those of you who don't know, are the awesome people who allow us to use TeamSpeak, and that's kind of one of the reasons we can have our little podcast. So, thanks, guys.
We grew so quickly, just because I think, like, we can't even say the fact that we have, like, more members is, like, a competition kind of thing, because it obviously
Oh,
wasn't.
yeah.
But,
Absolutely
like,
not.
we have so many new people are joining the site every day, so it's kind of cool to see that they find the group on their own and, like, join it that way, which I totally want to introduce, like, all of them to the Rooster Speak thing, so if you haven't checked it out yet, go for it. Like, go look at it. Go to their page. We'll do LinkyDidDlyDoo again.
I've tried convincing some people to come to TeamSpeak, and it worked for some of them. Others just didn't, and I'm not sure if I may have sounded creepy when I invited, like, hey, you
Like,
should
I wanna
pop
talk
into
to you.
TeamSpeak.
I want to hear your
Yeah.
sexy voice. Like that? Is
Yeah.
that what you said?
It's their
That comes
loss,
off a little creepy,
actually.
but I mean, I would join. YOLO, right?
Did you say the word penis?
Everyone
TJ.
Everyone who's not participating on TeamSpeak, you guys are all missing the chance to listen to my sexy voice.
You might not be
And
missing as much as
also-
you think you are with Luis. So.
Nah,
It's a sales
I'm
pitch.
pretty awesome.
It's a sales pitch. You promise the world, but it's not all that great.
My voice brings all the girls to the yard, Danielle.
And they're like,
It's
I
better
want a
than
taco
yours.
because you're from the southern part of the United States. What?
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 Nothing.
I'm from
I
the
didn't mean to
southern
say the
part.
United
Yeah, nope. You didn't even think
I
about
meant
it
of
before you said it.
America, though. I meant America, and for some reason the United States just came out, and I don't know why.
I think
United
you should, I think you
States
should
is
make a.
not the whole America, woman.
Whoa, but it is.
I know that. I don't know.
There's
I can't
Canada,
even. I don't have an explanation.
America,
I meant
and then
America.
Central America.
Well, if you want to look at it
South
from a
America.
politically
That's where Luis
correct,
is from.
a politically correct term, it would be Canada, America, then South America.
America. Fuck yeah.
No, what?
No,
No,
not
no,
America,
no. Mexico
America.
is not part of America.
I think Mexico is
Just
actually
kidding.
part of
Wow.
North America.
Are we getting to
Geography
this?
is
Oh, I see. Okay.
Just kidding. It's not what we're talking about.
Now,
Yeah,
mean,
that
if
was
you
my
like
bad. Feel
drugs,
free to
then
make fun
Mexico
of me
is
for that
part
one,
of America.
So whatever.
What was that, Danielle?
What?
I missed it.
Yeah.
I said feel free to make fun of me because that was my bad.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Absolutely
you
my
suck.
bad.
But we still like you. Maybe.
I think
Mostly.
you should make a public apology to all of South America.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, all of South America. I hold no grudges against you, and I hope you hold no grudges against me, and it was my fault that I'm just stupid and I don't know anything about the world.
Just a dumb,
That's okay.
ignorant American, that's all.
We're pretty cool in general, so it's alright.
Oh, Luis, that's so nice.
Danielle's going to be the reason the U.S. gets invaded by South America.
Dude, if it happens, it happens. I mean, I'll move.
And then Jeremy goes like, hey, you guys are trying to invade? No, we just want a girl.
You could probably make a
Give
pretty
us a
epic
girl and
movie
wipe
about
away
that.
the debt.
Is that gonna? There should be like a Latecomers short at RTX or something.
Luis
where
just kidnaps
Danielle-
me.
Yeah.
That's brutal.
He'll do it in his Godfather impression. You come to RTX.
You come to my convention?
You
You
talk
come-
about my country, but you do not offer your friendship. There you go. Your weekly fill
That
of
was
my
so
Godfather
not
impressions.
fair, Luis.
Not
I
even,
know,
not,
it was
not
awful.
even close.
I know.
I wanna talk about
One
a
day.
convention.
Oh yeah, talk about it. Go.
Yeah. I've got. There's too much to tell on this podcast, but I went to Otakon last weekend, which is in Baltimore. It's basically a convention for the otaku generation, which I feel like encompasses us with like anime and Power Rangers and comic books and all the other jazz. I just want to tell this one story. I got there Thursday night, and my friends didn't show up till like 12:30 because they got held up in traffic because of an Orioles game and there was a Jay-Z concert at the Baltimore Ravens Stadium. So I get to the hotel at like 10 o'clock, and I decide I'm just going to go to the bar and have a drink. And the bar is full, but there's a table across from me where there's a kid sitting by himself, and maybe he's waiting on his group too. I wasn't thinking about it. And across the aisle from us is another group of like 5 people that are sitting at a table and they're talking to each other. And I thought that maybe after seeing them, that maybe he was like exiled. Otakus are weird. That's how we are. We like playfully exile people on occasion. And I was like, he's just exiled. So he's over there drinking his beer, but he's drinking his beer through a straw, which I'm like, that's weird. Does anybody else do that, by the way? Has anybody else ever seen that?
No. I drink like mixed drinks through a straw sometimes, but not like a beer.
No, like for real. I think it was like it must have been a Blue Moon, I think, because that's what he got later.
No.
So the story, it goes this way. He's sitting there drinking through his straw, and I'm drinking my rum and coke. And after a couple minutes, I look over and he's talking. I'm thinking he's talking to the table across the aisle, and I look over at the table.
You paused at that weird. I thought he was talking to the table across the aisle.
I was
He was probably already drunk by that point.
I wanted to make sure that I knew which table I was talking about.
Just let me try to understand this. The guy was drinking a Blue Moon alone.
Through a straw.
Through a straw.
Was he without a dream in his heart as well?
I don't know, but it gets better. This roller coaster ride gets better.
If
Okay,
people
so he
did
was
not
talking
get
to
the
the
reference,
table
I'm talking about the
across the
song
room,
Blue
so-
Moon.
Good reference.
Yeah, no. Luis,
Forgot
no.
about it.
Yeah.
Tyler got it. Go, Tyler.
Alright, so he was talking
Thank you,
to the
Tyler.
table.
Right, so he's talking, and I look across the aisle, and he's talking to the people at the table. I'm thinking, and after a minute, one of the guys at the table he just stops. He kind of looks around. Everybody else at the table is still talking, so like nobody else noticed this one guy do this. And he looked off to his right, and he looked off to his left, and he saw me, and I saw him. We made like eye contact, and he shook his head, and I shook my head. And I realized that dude right there drinking that Blue Moon by himself, he's drunk. He is gone because he's talking to nobody. It is not 30 seconds later, this kid starts doing like hand motions. And I don't know what he's doing hand motions for, but he's just going away with these hand motions. And he pretends like he's slapping somebody, I guess. And he knocks the crap out of his beer, and he just sends it all over the table and all over himself. I was like, oh yeah, this guy's done. And he just looks down at his pants, and he's like, meh. He gets up and he walks away. And the waiter comes over to the table, and he's like, what the hell happened here? And I was like, Stuart, buddy, I think he's done. He was like, yeah, you're probably right. So spot cleared up at the bar. I went up to the bar, which had another weird kid talk to me then, and I'm not going into that story. And I'm not there 10 minutes, and drunk kid from the other table stands right next to me, looking pissed off with the world. And I was like, oh man, what's going to happen next? And he just stands there for like 10, 15 seconds, and then walks around the bar. The bar's kind of a U-shape, and he walks around the bar and gets right in Stuart's face, and he's like, I went to the bathroom, I came back, and my beer's gone. Where the fuck is my beer? And he starts getting mad with Stuart.
Oh my god.
And I'm like,
What
there's
an
no way
asshole.
this is about to happen right now. And but they went on for a minute, and Stuart just caved in like a punk. So yeah, that was that. that was my introduction to Baltimore.
And you were dressed up as Booker DeWitt, right?
Yes, Friday and Saturday I put on my cosplay for Booker DeWitt.
There was this one story you told me that some girl threw a coin at you
Yes.
because of the whole Booker catch.
Look or catch.
No, the problem was this, is that I know that from the game, but I was by myself walking to the Bioshock Infinite photo shoot because I dressed up as Booker on Friday and Saturday, but my group just dressed up for the Bioshock stuff on Saturday. So I was going to the Friday photo shoot, and I'm walking through like all the crowd of people, and I'm by myself, and this chick who's not dressed up anything remotely close to Bioshock, and there's too much anime for me to know it all. I don't know what she's from, which is not Bioshock. She just goes, "Booker, catch!" And she like wails this coin at me and freaked me the hell out because I didn't know what was happening. That just was not, my mindset wasn't there, and she wasn't like dressed as Elizabeth or anything. And yeah, that was, I wasn't saying it was scary, but it really caught me off guard.
Well, as
So-
someone who sucks at making an impression of the Godfather, in her defense, she might have been just a sucky Elizabeth cosplayer.
No.
I'm just wondering, you took a picture with you and like 17 other Booker DeWitts or something? And what would happen if she said Booker catch and just threw that into the lot of you? Would you guys all go rushing for the coin?
Just fight each other for it.
They would need a piggy bank worth of coins.
Yeah, we need a satchel for all those.
Just like go 5 stories above you and be like, "Hey, Booker catch!" Just drop a bucket of like coins on you guys.
Oh well. Do you guys think we should go for the questions so we can answer them, properly, or is it too early? I don't know. I'm
yeah,
just
we can
asking.
do them now.
Yeah, I think what Tyler said is like enough for us to answer them.
All right. It's fine. Tyler said we have 20 minutes, by the way, for everybody that doesn't actually look at his chat, since we're the only ones in here and they have no idea what we're referencing. But yeah,
Hey,
I'll
we
look
don't
up
reveal that
some
stuff
questions.
because in this time limit, we may say something extremely sexual and heavy, like using a lollipop to beat a lizard and then using this lizard as something to use during sex with a peanut butter jelly sandwich.
Luis,
what?
please
Tyler
stop.
might need to
Please.
cut this.
What the hell
Please,
just
please,
happened?
Please,
What did you just say? What did you? Did you just literally like just say every
Did you just have
single topic that
did you
was
just have a
on your
seizure?
mind there? What did you do?
You just had
I
a
was
seizure.
just-
Just
I started trying to connect words
Okay,
that were
I'm gonna
coming
go and say
on my
no.
brain.
You messed
So it was
up
like-
more than I did. I screwed
It was
up a
like-
country. You just like fucking took it to a whole nother level.
I forgot how to English.
You just insulted your own country.
What? No. I was like, well, okay, let's see. How can I connect the words lollipop, lizard, peanut butter jelly sandwich?
You can't.
Have you been
I
thinking about
certainly
this the
can.
entire
I
podcast?
did.
You shouldn't. How about that?
Well, I shouldn't have.
He's been waiting to bring that up. He figured, okay, here's my chance. It's a little bit quiet. Lollipop,
Yes. My time to shine.
peanut butter, sex.
Kids, we are not endorsing this sort of
I just-
behavior. Don't do it.
I endorse it.
I'm not endorsing
Don't
you.
try this
I
at
don't even
home.
want you on here. You can't. I'm done. I'm done. Nope.
Okay, questions then. I'll start off with a question I asked because
you're
I want to know
narcissistic?
your guys' opinion on it. Yeah, because I'm a narcissistic bastard.
Who
And the
likes
question
peanut butter and
is,
lizards?
yeah, the question is, do you have any favorite voice acting for a character?
Yes.
Okay, what character? Just
Oh, I thought we were talking about the actual voice actor. There's a guy named Steve Bloom who is in everything from anime to video games and animated movies, all sorts of stuff. And you will probably, at least I recognize him best by him doing Roger Smith from The Big O. If you can recognize his voice there, you will recognize his voice everywhere. That's the voice actor as a specific character. I really don't have one.
I don't have anything. I can't answer this because I don't play anything. So, no. It's my answer.
okay, go
well-
ahead, TJ.
I don't really have a favorite voice actor, so I'm just gonna go with I think my favorite voice actor would be Mark Meer because he isn't a voice actor, but he still does a pretty decent job in Mass Effect. So,
Who is he in
Uh,
Mass Effect?
Yeah, that's
he's Commander
that's the
Shepard.
question.
Ah,
Oh.
okay.
He's actually not even a voice actor. Like, he's literally some guy that worked there. Like, he did programming or something, and they're just like, "Hey, do you want to do lines?" And he's like, "Okay," and he just became Commander Shepard.
I
You have a
find
lovely
the
voice.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. I was just making a one-liner.
Oh, okay. I find the voice acting for Kreia from Star Wars Knights of the
Oh,
Old
God.
Republic 2 very good. Because, man, it just suits her character so well. It's like that calm voice that you expect in a master, but then again, she can get really grim sometimes, and her voice just goes to that tone, but still sounds like I don't know. It's just I think it's one of the best.
There's something insidious about
voice
her
acting.
voice.
I'm just wondering, do you actually feel that way about Kreia's voice, or did you just want to bring up Kreia? Because,
What?
you know, do you not remember the Rule 34 Kreia Star Wars
Jeez,
conversation?
no, TJ, no, no. Let's just no. Okay,
okay, let's move on.
We can explain that in a moment, but
I was about to
no,
say, please do,
it's
because
just that
I wasn't there for that conversation. Apparently,
No.
that's why I was out. I
it's
guess.
just that I really like the voice acting for Kreia. I think it's a woman named Sarah Kestoman who voices her. I'm not sure.
IMDb.
Yeah, Sarah Kestoman. And well, about the Jesus TJ, why the Kreia Rule 34 thing? The other day, I don't even remember why we were talking about Star Wars things, and somehow it got to the Rule 34 subject, and then TJ comes up and says, "Oh, what about Kreia and Mira? Mira's a bounty hunter, Rule 34." And we just started messing about with this, just joking. And I don't know, I get the feeling that someone out there is going to take this seriously. So within, I don't know, a week, we should expect to see something like that.
Can something about Kreia Rule 34 please be an intro?
No, nobody makes us intro, so you're not going to get an intro for that.
Well, I mean, here's an idea. How about that?
Oh, I get it.
Oh God.
You guys are pretending you don't want intros because you want intros.
Reverse
No,
psychology.
nobody makes them. I ask them every single time I'm on the podcast. Can you please
You
make us
ask
an
them.
intro? Gold Guy is the only one who sent us one, and it was about me asking.
Hey,
make
Bro
the
Noodle
intros.
sent an intro. True,
It's because
Yeah,
none of us
Simon
have
has a lot.
talent.
But it's only him, and somebody needs to send something because I'm getting depressed and I don't want to.
I wanted to make an intro, but I have no talent with computer sound programs at all. All I can do musically is I can play the violin. So,
Well, you're doing better than I am.
I could play the viola.
I was about to say I played the
like a
viola
little-
for 5 years and was terrible at it.
Well,
Latecomers Symphony Orchestra.
Yes!
Nobody knows what the viola is. I'd be like, blah, blah,
Nobody
blah, I
knows.
played the
I'm
viola.
so
And they'll be
excited
like,
that
I
you
know what
know
that
it.
is.
what's it?
Two
so
violas, one
excited right
It's
violin.
an
now.
instrument. Haha.
I
That
don't
could be
want
our
to play
name,
the
Two
viola.
violas,
mind
one
you.
violin.
I'll pluck your strings.
Wow.
give that pitch
I'll
Rule
ride-
34
I'll
pitches
ride in your
viola.
I was about to say I was rosin your boat. That's what I was gonna
Give
say.
that pitch vibrato. Pitches love vibrato.
Oh, orchestra jokes! I'm so excited, guys.
I'm glad there's some of us here who have a little bit of history with that. I was terrible at orchestra, by the way. I mean, I was last chair.
Dude,
Every
second
year.
C viola. What up?
First violin. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
right here.
I mean, I could spin that two different ways. I
I'm
can
the
say
concert
I was
master.
second C viola, but there was only 2 violas in our orchestra. So
Oh, there was like 14 of us in my school's orchestra, so boosh, Alan.
Nobody
Boosh.
likes orchestra, which sucks.
No, I had this like crazy Ukrainian lady too, and she had like the thickest accent, and like she was obsessed with the violin, and every time we screwed something up, she'd like go to hit you with the bow.
Oh my god. That's
It was scary.
That's
It
cruel
was
and unusual
so
punishment.
scary.
like, if you ever go to a high school and if they have an orchestra and a band, chances are there will be about 700 kids in the band and about 14
like-
kids in an orchestra.
Yeah. It was,
It's ridiculous.
yeah. And even less in chorus.
Oh no, at my school there's like about 20 or 30 kids in chorus. There are actually 16 kids in orchestra this year, and then there's like 50 kids, 60 kids in the band.
Gotta play
And-
that trumpet.
Yeah,
We don't
our
even-
And they're all in
band
the
was-
drums though too. That's all they play. I can be drums.
Drums.
I
My
can
school doesn't
bang
even
sticks
have,
on
like,
a thing, on
An
a pot.
orchestra director. We have to have the band director be our orchestra conductor guy, and he doesn't know anything about violins or anything like that.
Nice.
So-
That's the way to do it.
I'm glad he
I'm-
doesn't make us try to start a marching orchestra or anything, because that would suck.
I feel like that's not possible with like the bass and the cello. I just don't think a marching orchestra is realistic.
Somebody could probably find a way to do it. You could probably do it with a violin,
marching
but not with the
orchestra?
bass. Oh, you could do a bass guitar
You could
hooked up
make
to a portable
all the
amp.
violinists and violists drag the cellists and the bassists on like boards. They'll carry the
Oh
float.
my god! It's like the cellists are sitting on sitting on a little platform that are rolling behind the violinists and the stuff, and they're just dragging them around the field.
They'll just play Camden D. That's all they'll play. Just walking everywhere. Oh,
And,
sure.
If I were a cello player in that, I'd just be like, haha, screw you, violin and violas. You have to walk. You get to just sit here.
So, there is. Well, do you guys want me to ask all the questions, or you guys
I
want
kind
to
of
choose
want to
something?
ask one. Ask.
Okay,
Ask.
I'll just
I wanna
ask
ask
one
it to
more,
you.
and then you guys go ahead.
Fine.
It's just that I thought it was really good.
You're needy.
Arse.
Arse.
Uh,
Yeah.
This one is by FireDash, and he
Brian!
asks, if you got into a fight in a bar, who would you want to back you up? Gavino Free with the powers of Mark Nutt, Ray Narvaez Jr. with the powers of Tuxedo Mask, or Michael Vincent Jones with the powers of Mogar?
Is that even a question? Mogar.
Yeah. Yeah,
Mogar.
Michael.
Yeah, Mogar.
Ray wouldn't go near a
Mogar
bar,
is
and Gavin's
ready.
gonna be guarding his nuts the entire time.
Tuxedo
And Gavin
Mask,
would
man,
find a
that-
way to
that top
just
hat.
blow up the bar and kill everyone.
Tuxedo Mask, man, you know, because it's that top hat. I mean, he's a dapper fellow. I might lose, but I'd go out in style with him on my back.
Dude, but
On your back.
Oh,
Not
my
even
God.
holding
At
the
my
fight,
back.
he's
You know
just-
what I meant.
He's just holding onto your back while you're trying to fight.
You just hang on, buddy. I want to do this. I'll be your
how
chariot.
could you not have the rage quit guy back you up in a fight?
You could probably easily win a fight if you. This is a sort of a shout out to the when he was on the podcast. If he brought Lindsay with him and Ginger was sitting on Lindsay.
Oh yeah. Hey, Ginger, get the fuck off.
I obviously missed something because I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't even know who is Mogar. I really don't know.
Really?
Michael.
Are you kidding?
Rage Quit Jones.
Don't you watch the Let's Plays?
Have you never seen a Minecraft Let's Play?
What is
I've
game
seen
night?
like 2.
No,
Yeah.
it's over. We're done.
Jeez.
We are over.
You're out of the podcast.
I don't watch
Go away.
I don't watch the Let's Plays
No,
very much,
we're
man.
done. You know, we had our good run of us being nice to each other for the past like month. It's over. It's
Look,
done.
Yeah,
You
Jim,
can start
No.
making fun
we're
of her
going to
accent again now,
get-
Jim.
man.
No, I am
You're
not
gonna
sitting
get
here
your shit
watching
pushed
people
down.
play video games when I can play
want
video
to
games.
cry right now. I
It's
just
not
wanna, I
about-
want to cry.
It's not about
It's
the
not
gameplay,
about the
it's
game.
about
Yeah,
the
it's about-
commentary.
Yeah.
I know what it's about. I came to Red versus Blue to watch Red versus Blue. I mean, in my mind, it's not even Rooster Teeth. It's still Red versus Blue because I'm old school like that. Like that's why I came. I gave it Red versus Blue, and I like Immersion. I like Ruby. I know they do all the other stuff with Achievement Hunter, and that's all great. I've watched a few videos, but that's not like I just don't take the time to watch those other
I'm
things.
disowning you. You need to be unborn
You're
now.
just drowning in your own shame Danielle, okay, go. Oh,
We need to
God,
find
just
his mom
go
and
ahead
just
and
push him
ask your
back in.
question.
I
Man, I'm gonna need
can't.
therapy.
I'm so heartbroken right now.
Oh,
I
get
can't.
over it. My God, cry about
Do it
Jesus.
anyway.
Are you gonna post about it on Twitter?
Yeah, I'm gonna do
Make
it.
an Instagram wall about it. Jesus, nobody cares.
Well, you're rude.
Well, you did this to us. You said it's over, so it's over.
Because you
Just
don't know who
ask your
Mogar
question.
is.
Well, I
You
don't. Who cares?
know.
Mogar's somebody from the internet. Who cares?
We care.
Obviously,
We care a
obviously
lot.
you care. I know y'all do. I'm sorry to anybody I've disappointed, but I mean, I've seen Michael scream about enough video games in my life to be done. Like, it was cute at first, it really was, but it's gotten old fast.
You've gotten old fast.
I know I have.
Podcast just took a
Fucking
dark
got
turn.
him.
Do you want to insult Ryan next and really break my heart?
I'm literally gonna break your heart when I ask who's Ryan.
No.
Well,
No.
Jim, you're going in the hole.
You
Okay.
don't
I'm
understand.
going to the pit. I'm
You
going
don't
Guys.
to the pit.
understand. Jim is the one in the hole.
before no, Jim is the
You don't-
asshole.
From now
So
on,
when
we
I
have to
tell
just-
you every single day that Ryan owns my heart, you don't know who I'm talking about?
I have never seen you say Ryan owns my heart.
I say it like every day.
Well, I have to say I'm not here when you say that.
You know what we
Danielle
have to
wakes
do
up
now,
in the
right?
morning like, Ryan is the owner of my heart. Okay, let's start the day.
I log in immediately after she says that on whatever TeamSpeak, Skype, whatever, and so I don't see it.
You know what we have to do now, right? Every time we talk to Jim, we just have to talk in nothing but references to Achievement Hunter.
Yeah.
He won't understand
jackass.
any of it.
I'm being peer pressured into watching
way
all of
in,
this
no way
shit
out.
now.
Peer
Yeah.
pressure. Do
Peer
Achievement
pressure,
Hunter. It's good
peer
for you.
pressure, peer
I haven't
pressure.
even watched episode 5
You're a
of Ruby
loser.
yet.
Loser.
Speaking of peer pressure, Danielle, do you
Why
have
don't
your
you like
question?
watching reality television?
Rolling in the
Danielle.
deep. Luis, if you force me to ask a question one more time, I swear to God,
He can't force you to do
I
anything.
get it.
He's harassing
I
you,
get it.
though.
You want me to do that. He's right. It's harassment. Dumb all of you. I really want to ask 2 of Kyle's questions because I'm crying in laughter at what some of these answers are going to be. Like, I'm pre-crying. Alright, the first one, since Luis forced me to ask one. On a scale of Voldemort to Chewbacca, how much hair should a dude have?
Oh, that's hard.
He wanted
Uh,
it to be for a cleave cast, but I think it's going to be funny coming from a guy's perspective. How much hair would you like yourself to have, or another dude?
Well, I'm fine with my amount of hair, so
Well,
I'll go
for
with
all
my
those who
number
ha-
on the scale.
Oh, well, what's your number?
Well.
You have to describe yourself. I can't. I'm literally.
Jesus, woman, I don't know.
This,
You know what,
this,
I'm-
this
Basic-
podcast is so different from the last time Luis and I were together, where it was Becca, and Becca's all shy, but Danielle's just like so conversational about everything.
They're just beating
She's
us.
like, I'll get in there and knock your ass out.
New York, what up?
Okay,
You didn't answer it, so go.
yeah, I don't know.
How do you not know?
I don't
Okay,
know.
well, I'm just gonna
What
say
is your
He doesn't
number
think about-
then?
he doesn't
On
think
a
about
scale
hairy
of 1
men.
to 10.
7.
Exactly, Jim's right.
Just say a number. Just say a number, Luis. Just say a number.
Oh, Jesus, I don't know, 5.
Way to be as like in the middle as possible. Just choose a middle
Exactly.
number.
All right.
So
well,
who's
I'm gonna
next?
save this
Me?
question
Am I
for
answering?
Cluecast
Am I
then,
answering
because
the
you all
next?
suck at this.
I can answer the question next. I'm going to say Austin Powers. Between Voldemort and Chewbacca, I'm going to go with Austin Powers.
Oh! Really?
Heady like animal.
No. No.
Hagrid. I don't know.
Okay, then.
You're all really hairy, and that's scary.
That's not how I like my women, mind you, though. I don't want no hair. I am not one of these liberate the pubes kind of people. I want them bitches shaved off.
You don't want a landing strip?
Hell no, I don't want no landing strip. I don't want no front lawn, no racing stripes. I don't want no hearts. None of that shit on there. When I'm asked if the carpet matches the drapes, I better hear there ain't no carpet.
Just burn the carpet off.
I
Kill it with fire.
don't care how she gets rid of it.
Well, given
How about- okay,
the
ready?
time frame
How about
that,
Jimmy
that
doesn't
Tyler
know?
gave us, I think it will be pretty appropriate.
You are so pushy. Who made you leader of this podcast?
It's because I have something
the
to do
dog
in
did.
like 2 minutes, literally. I'm late.
Well, that's not my fault.
Well, that's okay. You can leave early. That's fine.
I don't want to leave early.
No,
Well.
you can leave early.
I feel
Nick's
excluded.
already
We
like
won't hold
crapped
it
out on
against
us
you.
once, and we
Yeah, we-
survived without him.
We won't hold it against you until after you leave.
We won't hold it against you this time.
Right.
Next time, though. If there
Next
is
time.
any
Okay.
time
It's gonna be
for
a
you.
problem.
Well, if you guys want to push it to like another half an hour, then I will certainly be back.
I don't know about all
Alright.
that.
Well,
Yeah,
We'll see.
yeah,
We'll see.
20
We'll
minutes
see.
or half an hour. Anyway,
we'll see.
I don't
I
even
think
know how
Tyler
long
can
it's been
handle
going
it.
on.
so to everyone listening and to Tyler, guys, I'm truly, truly sorry, but we started recording this a bit later than usual, so crap. I got done, but I'll be back soon, so
Goodbye,
I'm
Louis.
truly sorry. You guys don't even know. So, see
Goodbye,
ya.
Lewis.
You don't even know. You don't even know.
What?
Yeah,
That's
sure.
That was a comedian who did that one time, I think.
Alright, so now's the time where we go talk about him behind his back, right? So we can listen to this
That's right on.
when it comes out.
When it comes, yeah, absolutely.
So,
Oh.
sloths suck. I'm just gonna put that out there.
SpartanSloth?
Sloths. Sloths suck Spartans off all the time.
Wow.
I
that
don't-
that escalated.
No, ready? Lizards, lollipops, peanut butter. Oh, you gotta know.
How did that even happen?
Well,
Where did
if
that
you-
come from?
If you put the peanut butter on the Spartan, then the sex
The
is just
sloth
gonna
will
naturally happen.
Slowly make its way there.
Lizard.
Slowly
Lizard
but
and the
surely.
sloth are just gonna start making little babies.
I can't.
Can't even right now.
I can't. I just no.
So
All
now
right.
what?
I guess since he's here, I can calmly ask my question now, since I'm not being forced to do it.
Go for it.
Alright, this one, the first one was by Kyle, by the way, who's SickDemon. The second one's by SickDemon, too. You're trapped in an elevator with the hottest person you've ever seen, and they want to get it on. But there's one problem. They either haven't bathed or they haven't brushed their teeth in a month. Which is the worst, and what do you choose?
Leave the elevator.
I mean, if it's the hottest person I could think of, I mean, you just gotta
And they want to get it on. Like, you don't even have to, like, come onto them. Like, they want to.
yeah. They come in the elevator
Is-
coming on to me. Oh, I don't think you give a shit. I mean, I've dealt with bad breath before. Let's go.
Is it only like in that time, or could I like invite them to like
No,
take
you're
a shower?
trapped in the elevator with them. You're trapped in the elevator. Like, the elevator has stopped. You're not getting off for, like, a good 2 or 3 hours.
Hey,
But the
you gotta
person wants to get it on desperately.
gotta
Well,
pass
I
the time
guess
somehow. I say go for it.
I'd wait 30 minutes until the body odor, like I got used to it, and then I guess I'd go for it.
Nah, you just jump right in.
See, my thing is that, cool, their teeth aren't brushed. We don't have to kiss. Like, I don't need to be near that.
Isn't that what? Wait, getting it on or making out?
Getting
I
it
think
on.
Oh,
I don't have to kiss them to get it on. So, as long as they have a clean body, I'm good, right?
Yeah, I suppose that's one way to look at it. Sure.
Okay.
Guess I'm just
You guys
Messy.
suck. You
no. I
suck.
guess I'm just messy. I mean, I'm just not picky. I mean, if it's the hottest person I could
You
possibly
go
think
with the
of.
safest
I-
answers you could possibly go with. Like, I literally don't care. So, yeah, whatever. Like, let's do it. Like, I guess if they can, like, take a shower first, like, can I scrub them down with, like, Listerine and then we can go? Like, come on.
No, well, it's because every time we try to like get,
If I
it's
have,
like
like, that
trying to worm our way
Tie
out of it.
stuff
And
in
if
my
we ever-
pocket. Can I just use Like, rub that all over them?
Luis talked about peanut butter and lollipops and lizard sex. I'm pretty sure anything that you could say about this question wouldn't even come close to anything that he said.
It's not. No, you're right. But I mean, every time I propose, like, when I propose one of these questions, that's these outrageous situations, I always, like, if I try to weasel my way out of it not being so bad, like, oh, well, does the elevator by chance have, like, sprinkler heads in the top of it in case it fires? Maybe we could turn one on. It's always like, oh no, you're trying to defeat the question then. It's like, no. I mean, if it's the hottest person I can think of, fuck it, let's go. Let's do it. I'm absolutely on board for that.
I'm saying, TJ's like, well, I can, like, wait and, like, invite her back to my place, or, like, we could, and the second I'm like, I don't need to kiss them, you're like, whoa, Danielle, calm down.
I could just be a weirdo and stand in the corner and just look at her and rub one out and be like, oh yeah, I'm good right here.
I'll
You
be
don't have
honest,
to come any closer.
If I were in that situation, that's probably what I would do. I'm just that awkward.
That's exactly what I was saying.
I just stand in the corner and be like, okay. I don't know what to do in this situation.
Is that the noise
So
you would make?
If the hottest girl in the world is like, TJ, let's do this. You're like, yeah, I'm gonna have to think about that in the corner. Can you, like, face away? Like,
I'm just
someone with the name?
Are you, TJ, are you going to face her, or are you going to face the wall while this is going on?
No, I wouldn't face the wall. I'm not going to stand in the corner. I'm not Tyler, but
Oh,
just
Tyler
saying.
would run. He'd be like, oh, bare nipples, and he would run like a girl. He'd
Hot
like,
girl
fucking
name.
jump on the ceiling.
No hot girl.
See, Tyler's the one who should be asking this question to, because he probably wouldn't let her. He probably wouldn't let her, like, take any clothes off.
Tyler in the chat, I'd bang her.
The banger with her shirt on.
If
You
I
better leave them
bang
things
you-
covered up, lady. I ain't even
So
trying to mess
Tyler-
with that right now.
If Tyler got asked a fish question, he'd want the lower half. Okay, that was.
I didn't even get that one.
I don't understand that right. But
No,
apparently
like-
he did, so okay.
There must be something from Florida, and I don't get it.
No, like, when somebody says if you want a mermaid, do you want the upper half of the girl or do you want the lower half? You know, if you could only have one half.
Upper
So,
half, that's the part that looks human.
Yeah, that's what most people would say, but Tyler doesn't like the part that looks human, apparently. So
Oh,
he'd want the lower
I
half.
get what you're saying.
Oh.
Right on.
It's like that.
That's Tyler in a tough spot.
I like when they kind of change that question. It's like she can either have, like, a fish head and, like, human legs, or, like, a human, like, torso and, like, fish legs. Like, that'd be just, what would you pick? Would you rather, like, the fish body and then the legs? Like, everything down there would be?
Oh, if Tyler's gonna defend himself next week.
I given that choice, Danielle, given that choice, I would probably have to go with the traditional mermaid.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
Fish.
couldn't imagine.
You
I
want, like,
couldn't
a
imagine.
huge fish head coming at you?
No, that's my problem. I couldn't deal with that.
Fish oil.
I just think of, like, a fish out of water. If you've ever seen them, where they just, like, sit there and they kind of flop and their mouth opens and closes. Just looks really strange to me.
Love me.
I couldn't do it.
Good answer. I think. Maybe. I don't
Long
know.
story short, we're just talking about fish sex.
Yeah, sure.
Peanut butter, lollipop.
I mean, you know,
how
if
different
we
is a
could,
lizard from a
if we
fish?
going back to the hot girl in the elevator scenario, you know, if we threw some peanut butter in there, TJ, would that get you off the wall? Would you?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah,
I love me some
that's it.
peanut butter.
Well, I mean, hey, some folks they just need that little extra something.
I feel like this
Only if
entire...
her entire body is covered in peanut butter. That's the only way this will work.
I feel like this entire podcast should have, like, a dear Matt, which is Gold Guy, please do not listen to this. You are too young. It might hurt your delicate sensibility.
I say we're all gonna get, like, charged with delinquency to a minor.
But no, Brian listens to this too, and he's
Oh my
15.
god, that reminds me. Holy shit. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Nobody was talking, so that was all free for you to finish my shit.
I'm sorry. Like I just. You were saying
kind
Brian was 15, and I thought there was more
That
to
was
that.
the end
Man.
of my thought that it was silence, and you're like,
My bad.
holy shit! No, go ahead, say it. Like you interrupted yourself
No, my bad.
and then apologized to you.
Hey, me, shut up for a sec. Okay.
You're
My
like
bad.
waiting for the other half of your mind
Right,
to finish its
all right,
thought.
my bad. So this week's been a real interesting week for me. From Monday, ever since getting back from Otakon until like today, even it's been fairly interesting. So I spent the night with a friend of mine on Tuesday night. And so Wednesday morning, there's somebody comes to the door just hammering on her apartment door and ringing the doorbell. And I didn't think she was there. I'd never heard her get up and get ready and go to work. So I was like, all right, she must have just gotten up and left already because it's like 8 a.m. I didn't see her in the kitchen. It's a very small apartment. And I open up the door, and it's the local police department. They've got a search warrant for the friggin' apartment because apparently my friend's roommate has 3 accusations of sexual misconduct with a minor. He was a part of the staff at a local private school, and so they had a search warrant to come in and check the house, and I was like, holy crap, what have I gotten myself into? This is the worst night possible to stay over here. And they were like, is anybody else here? And I was like, no, my friend Lindsay, because I opened the door and looked in her room, she wasn't there. I was like, no, she's gone. And I'm sitting on the couch we had 2 detectives, and we had like 2 street officers, and I'm talking to them, and she comes out of the bathroom like in a towel, and I was like, oh, I was like, there she is. She is here after all. And the detective was like, I thought you said no one was here. I was like, well, I didn't think anybody was here. I'm sorry. I woke up when you banged on the door, so I didn't see anybody else here. So that's how my morning started out, was dealing with the local police department's finest.
Jeez. That's crazy.
Wow.
I really think sometimes I could have my own animated adventure series because I've had so much random crap happen to me over the years. I can own that.
You own that ponytail. You worked that up too. No one? You ever seen that video? That video. Like, it was from like Mad TV like a while ago.
Okay, well, I don't feel bad now. I was about to say, what if I told you no?
No, it's not really long. Does this mean that I've seen something that you guys haven't?
No, I've seen Mad TV, but I've never seen that video.
Yeah, I know what Mad TV is. I just not seen that.
You got a boyfriend? Is he getting you mechanized? You like mechanized?
Jesus, what the hell?
What's your name? Yvonne? That's a French-ass name, Yvonne.
Oh, what?
French-ass name.
You like a little cheese.
Can I get your
cheese
number?
on the croissant. Yeah. Can I get your number?
Is that the
can
Oh
I
my
have
God.
it?
fucking movie theater?
Yeah.
Girl, the back of your head is fine.
I have
The back of
never
your head
seen
is
that.
ridiculous.
But I have a teacher who quoted that like so many times last year, and now I understand it. Now I understand where it came from.
Can I have
Can I
the
get your
digits which
number?
entered telephonically will bring me to your beautiful ass number?
Can I get your number?
crap.
Can I get your
Can I-
number? Can I have
can-
it? Can I get your number?
Where
Hey,
your
Joe,
boyfriend
can I
at?
get your number?
He get you Mac and X? You like Mac and X? Such a good video.
God, did they do more than one skit of that, or is that just the one video?
I don't know. I've only ever seen the one.
Yeah,
There could be more.
yeah. Well, that seems like something that would be more of. I definitely would have to check that out. That seems like a skit that would be akin to like Celebrity Jeopardy from Saturday Night Live. Those are the best things ever.
Dude, but keep in mind it was Mad TV, so.
It's like the ghetto Saturday Night Live.
It's the horrible Saturday Night.
Are we still rolling?
Oh, she's back. He's back. Shh, don't-
Oh god.
We weren't talking about him.
about
before-
Lewis, can I get your number?
Can I?
I have no idea what you guys are talking about. But
Listen,
before we
listen.
go,
The back of your head is ridiculous. So wait. You come back and then you go before we go. Like you're forcing us to leave
No.
now. Are you kicking
No,
us
hold
You're
on.
out?
such a
Just-
dictator. My God, man. What
just-
the heck?
just give me a second to explain myself. Before
You
we
got
go on further, I would like to deeply apologize to everyone, really, because I didn't know I could leave the podcast for before the end or for a little bit, and I'm sorry I was being pushy and a jerk. Seriously, I'm sorry. So, no, you cannot get my number, you stalker.
Okay,
What?
I'll get it some other way.
Can I
Give me a
have
month.
it?
I was
Can
thinking about
I?
that earlier, that I didn't have Danielle's number, and then I had to like text her about the
Snapchatted me.
podcast. I had to Snapchat her, and I was like,
I'll
I don't have Danielle's
give you my number after
I'm
this.
just gonna send a Snapchat.
You know what?
give it to you later.
Danielle, I might give you my number, but definitely not to TJ
Ooh.
because,
But Luis,
well, anyway.
Luis
Luis is so confused. He's like,
where your boyfriend at, Luis? You get you Mike and Ike's? Do you like
do you
Mike and
like
Ike's?
Mike and Ike's?
Okay, what?
He doesn't even know right now.
That's a Spanish ass name.
I've tried to get Louis. I'm trying to get Louis Mike and Ike,
so
but he won't take them from me, so it's not official yet.
That's a Portuguese ass name you got, Luis.
Okay, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Don't tell me
you
maybe.
worked
You don't
that
even
up
know.
to. You own that ponytail. Now that we've officially scared
Now that
Luis.
we've done that.
You weren't being a jerk. We were just kidding with you, by the way.
Well, they
Yeah,
were just
Tyler's
kidding with
right.
you.
I came into the most bizarre conversation ever.
No, I think your
Are any
lollipop
of our
lizard peanut
conversations
butter
normal, though?
sex.
Yeah, I know. You
Well-
gotta sit there and say that our conversation was bizarre.
You got a point.
You went off
They're
on a
never.
tangent about that.
How can you talk
Never
about bizarre
normal.
conversations? We were talking about Rule 34 in Star Wars.
Well, yeah, okay.
Lollipop.
Just
Lizards,
imagine
peanut butter
Zalbar
sex.
and Freya
That's
Yeah,
the
lollipop,
Back in
hashtag.
the
lizard, peanut
We have
butter
to-
with the
sandwich.
lizard and
That's
peanut
the
butter and
hashtag.
lollipop.
Hashtag lollipop,
Lollipop,
lizard,
peanut. No, hold
peanut
on.
butter sex.
Yeah, hashtag lollipop, lizard, peanut butter sandwich. Yeah, peanut butter jelly sandwich.
Oh, you
sex.
added fetish sex into that.
I mean, if it is, I guess it sounds technically like a fetish to me.
If you
Well,
have
I
that
don't
fetish,
know.
I'm very scared for you. Louis,
I mean,
you're
that's
the one
not a
that brought it
normal
up.
fetish.
I mean, do you go to like a club for
But
that?
I-
Like, is there another
But I
member
told
of
you
it?
guys, I was trying to connect random words in my head, and it just sounded sexual.
Well, you succeed in random words part
How
of it.
does-
Now the
How
sexual
does
part of it.
lollipops, lizards, and peanut butter sound sexual to you?
That's hentai right there. That's from Japan. I swear to
Sweetie,
God, it's
you have no
something out of
idea.
hentai. Apparently not. I don't have any idea either.
I'm
I'm so
pretty sure
confused.
that if you type this in Urban Dictionary, there's going to be at least one definition saying that it's a sex thing.
We're about to find out right now.
I know, I'm going for Google.
Do it.
If it isn't, we should
Oh, I'm
make
doing it.
So
I'm doing it right now. I don't know. I don't think I know how to spell
awkward
lollipop.
silence while everybody's just
Yeah,
typing
it's just
away
the
trying to Google it.
expectation, you know.
Yeah,
We're
just
like,
niche.
well, am I going to get mentally scarred for life now? Or...
So if this
Apparently,
does
apparently we're
exist,
doing them one by one. So
Louis, if this does exist, does this mean that you've experienced this before?
No.
The only thing that
Here
I
we go,
found
lizard
was
people.
an Urban Dictionary for peanut butter lollipops.
Okay, so
Let's add to
who
that.
is searching for what now?
I got lizard
Oh,
people.
you should have linked that, Tyler.
You got lizard.
Crap.
That's what I got. Lizard people is the dumbest belief known to man, where people actually believe that because someone licks their lips or does something strange, like many people do, are obviously of lizard origin and want to take us over and rule us. No shit, that is pretty dumb.
I love
Well,
this.
there
I know,
is
it's
Reptile
dumb.
from Mortal Kombat, so... And
They-
the
Like,
Lizard
you
Man
know-
from Spider-Man.
You guys have no idea that me, the king of the lizard people, are trying to take you all over now. So,
God damn it, DJ.
Nah, I wouldn't believe
Okay,
it.
so you guys know how on Urban Dictionary they give like sentences to show like the word?
Oh god,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so mine for peanut butter lollipop. The sentences aren't funny, but the names of these people. So peanut butter lollipops are eating peanut butter either crunchy or creamy from a spoon. Luscious Lucy. I really need a snack, but I don't want to eat too much bread today. Raunchy Randy says, make yourself a peanut butter lollipop. Luscious Lucy replies with, what's that? And Raunchy Randy says, dip any sized spoon into peanut butter and flick away. Why Raunchy Randy and Luscious Lucy? Why?
Because it's a sex thing.
Danielle, I gotta.
It's obviously a sex thing. You were right.
Obviously, it's a sex thing, but I
Whoops.
gotta call you out a little bit. You left out the words jar
Did I?
of there, and you said dip
Did I?
any size spoon into a peanut butter and lick away. You meant
I read
a
it
jar of
quickly.
peanut butter.
My bad.
She
I
took the
remember
jar out of
that.
the equation. It's just a giant, like, glopping, like, thing of peanut butter on the counter. Just stick it in.
Oh, Tyler's being
Well-
smart ass.
Tyler's calling Jim
but
out right
yeah,
now.
he
worth
is calling
mentioning.
me out. I know what the Tower of Pimps is.
There is one thing
Do you?
on Urban Dictionary that I'm pretty sure it's not sexual, which is a definition of Tower of Pimps that Tyler managed to get in there somehow. And, well, unless people decided to give examples like, man, insert random stupid name, just played with my Tower of Pimps all night long, or something.
I was gonna try to.
No.
I was gonna try to read the Michael and Gavin quote that they have there, but I cannot do Michael's
No.
voice at all.
Can I Mavin? Is there Mavin on here?
Oh God, no! Don't,
Jesus.
Don't.
Oh,
So, Craya
not
on
Mavin, no.
peanut butter, huh?
I want to see.
Don't tell me you're
see
one of
what the
those-
results from Mavin is.
I might have missed this, but are you actually one of those people that goes after Mavin and Ray and...
Oh no. I'm not like a creepy fangirl. I just think it's funny.
Oh, I have a good story about fanfics.
And I
I'll
think
be
they're
honest.
cute, so
I'll be
they're
honest.
adorable.
I have a creepy story too. So I'm gonna
Well,
cut you
by
off
all
right there,
means.
Lewis.
Oh, no.
'cause
Teach
I'm gonna
me.
cut you off because you were being forceful earlier. So
Ooh.
I'm
Oh,
sorry, guys. Come on. I really, you have no idea how regretful I feel.
We're
Calm
kidding
down.
around. Jesus.
Calm down.
But no,
Or,
you.
or
I'm
Jesus,
I'm
if
feeling
you want to
bad.
say it in your
I'm-
language.
No, I'm feeling bad, and I'll go cry in the corner. Not that corner, but
That
when we're
corner
done
is
with
the
getting
this.
corner.
occupied.
The elevator corner where TJ is.
Yeah, the elevator corner. Just not
Like I
Tyler's
said,
corner
if it's-
because
if
that's
it's
just
here for that.
creepy.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
Oh, he wasn't here.
I still thought it was funny.
Now my story
I
is
have
just
a-
like ridiculously stupid anyway. So go on.
Go,
Lewis.
TJ, go! Go,
Well,
TJ,
TJ
go!
No, it's
Go,
it's
TJ, go!
whatever.
TJ,
who is
I
going
wanna
to tell
hear
their
your
story first?
story.
TJ or
Dibs.
TJ, nobody's gonna
Dibs.
know.
Okay,
Just
I call
us,
dibs.
okay?
go ahead, TJ.
Okay, so I was just bored and I was randomly looking up videos and I saw a related video in one of the Let's Plays, and it was like Michael and Gavin, and I thought it was just like a tribute video to like Michael and Gavin's. And then after I watched the entire video, I was just thinking about it, and I'm like, I think I just watched a Mavin fangirl video. I didn't realize it when I was watching it, but when I was done with it, I'm like, there's nothing else it could be. I'm like, oh, it's funny because they're joking like they're gay.
It's subliminal messages.
And then at the end of the video, I'm like, holy shit, they're subscribing to Mavin.
Dude,
Well-
That was
they
my
support
story.
it too. Michael and Gavin support it. I
Yeah, I
love it.
know.
They just don't
Mavin,
care, I
girl,
guess.
Mavin.
So it's like, oh yeah, sure, go ahead, just write away your stuff. They really don't give a flying
On the
semen about it.
the RT
Flying
recap.
semen? Really?
It's
where we
way
went with this?
classier than
He
saying
just
a
keeps
flying
coming
fuck.
up with more.
You could have said crap or a flying turd or something like that. You want a flying
Flying
semen?
It's just-
what is,
it's
what
just
is this,
classy.
a porno video?
No, like
No,
flying
a flying
semen,
semen is not
like
Now
all
both
the
classy.
Guy and
old
Brian
Navy
definitely
men.
can't listen to this.
It's
Dear God, I
anyway.
just can't
I'm going
even.
to tell my story. May I?
Please tell
Just-
your story.
I want to get out of this conversation.
We may have to cut you off.
One
though.
night,
You're running low on
I
time.
think.
Alright,
One
guys,
night
it's time
we
to go.
were.
You just
Okay,
got blinked.
one-
It just got blinked.
It's
What
true.
is?
It's because
You just got
I
flying
can't
semen.
even right now. I just can't even.
it's because Jazz Gibson kept cutting off Blake while he was trying to tell a story. I think it was mentioned in one of the first podcasts, maybe the first one, but anyway, I was on TeamSpeak the other night. I think it was a Thursday night, and some other
Thursday.
people, latecomers and people from RoosterTeeth as well, were just chatting, and then someone comes up with the subject of fanfics. And then they stumbled upon this fanfic about Harry Potter that makes Harry Potter with Twilight and just goth
This
stuff
was the
and
best night
shit.
of my life.
Danielle was
I-
there.
Have
And
never
I should have been there.
laughed so hard in my life.
It was very
It was
funny.
great.
Yes. You were there too, Jim?
I came in a little bit at the end. I wasn't there. Like I think it was
Oh,
my
okay.
first day back from Otakon, so, and I jumped in late. But it was
Who was
hilarious what I
reading
did
it?
here.
Oh, so I'm trying to remember. I think F
I'm
Threat
just wondering, was the
was
person
the
Oh,
reading
that's
narrator,
right, yeah.
and I guess Muggs was the
She
main
was-
character, wasn't it?
Yeah, the goth girl.
Yeah, and I can't remember who was voicing Voldemort, but it was freaking hilarious. And so it was just so stupid. If we find, well, I'm not going to share anything because anyway.
Send us your horrible fan fiction and then come on TeamSpeak and we'll totally read it.
We
We'll
will
voice
read
act
it
it.
and make it sound as weird and funny as possible.
Oh my
Which
god.
we
it
should
was
bring
that
them
was so good.
together and
And
make
Cody
them
and I
Go ahead.
Goldie and I recorded it. And I recorded the first half, and then Goldie recorded the second half. And I don't know, maybe, just maybe someday this might get uploaded not on
I
the
wonder if I could
Latecomers channel,
find it real
but
quick.
somewhere.
I was about to say
So-
we could totally turn this into like an Audible audiobook and sell it through Amazon.
but
I
it
don't
was
think you can
so awful.
sell.
Was-
Absolutely absurd fan fictions read by the Latecomers
And it
team.
was
Oh my
very
God.
poorly written. Just going to drop a word here, masticating.
I found it. Should I read a little passage real quick?
Yes,
Lord.
please.
Go
please.
ahead.
Jesu Cristo.
Tyler, you have to link this. I'm gonna send you the link
I
real quick.
since I didn't hear the whole story. I mean, I can if you give me the link, I can reread it. I can read another character's lines.
More mental scar.
Oh
There,
my God.
there.
I gotta see this.
This is starting from chapter 6. This is where we came into the story that we didn't read it from the beginning.
Chapter 6. I got chapter 10 here.
Oh well, it's
Oh,
chapter 6 up there, but it's chapter 10. Those chapters are all screwed up.
I
Okay.
think something that would be very fitting was if Jim used his Russian voice, Russian impression, whatever, to be the narrator, because it does resemble what F Threat was doing.
Alright. Hold on, I'm trying to find a good place to start. I guess we could start from the top.
I was about where it says chapter 10 and
The-
followed by AN. Is that what we're looking at?
Yeah. Alright, so the person put author's notes in it, and this is one of them. Stupid you gay fags, if you do not lick my story, then fuck off. P.S. It turns out B. Ludi Mary isn't a muggle after all, and she and vampire are evil, that's why they moved houses, okay?
It's like the person bashed the head on the keyboard and words came out.
But the way that F-Threat was reading this, it was just, oh my god. Alright,
It was
wanna-
great.
Do I want to read this? I'm a yes and no.
Lord.
But-
Go it.
Okay.
Sir
All right.
Margaret.
Go for it. Balodi. Who's Baludi Mary? Who is that?
Ludi Mary.
Never knew they met.
Oh my god. Okay.
Alright, ready? I'll
All
just
right.
read the narration part. It was-
I said,
I
do you
was
want me to
really-
read the narrative?
Yeah, you do it. Do it.
All right, I'm
do
doing
it.
narration. Okay, all right. I was really scared about Voldemort all day. I was even upset. Went to rehearsals with my gothic metal band, Bloody Gothic Rose 666.
Jim?
Uh-oh.
Where'd he go?
Sorry, I was getting my voice ready here. Hang on. Sorry, I wanted to make sure. I
You
had it
sound
right.
just like
For a
Groot.
moment I thought you disconnected.
Nope, no. I wasn't. I haven't. I'm still here. I just was making sure I had my voice ready. All right, are we ready? 3,
Go.
2, 1. I was very scared about Voldemort all day. I was even upset. Went to rehearsals with my gothic metal band, Bloody Gothic Rose 666. I am the lead singer of it, and I play guitar. People say that we sound like a cross between GZ Slipknot and MCR. The other people in the band are Bloody Mary, Vampire, Draco Ron, although we call him Diabolo now. He has black hair, now with the blue
Oh my
stripes on it,
god.
and Hagrid. Only today, Draco
Hagrid.
and Vampire were depressed, so they weren't coming, and we wrote songs instead. I knew Draco was probably slitting his wrists. He wouldn't die because he was a vampire too, and the only way you can kill a vampire is with ACROSS, so we don't say that word. There's no way I'm right.
Or a steak.
Or a steak.
You can kill a vampire with a steak.
That escalates quickly. It goes from cross to steak, or cross is made of steak. This is perfectly okay.
You go to the butcher.
God.
Hey, I need a steak to kill a vampire.
You just walk up to a vampire, you take your
And
raw
it just
steak,
beat the
just throw
vampire
it in
to
his face.
death.
No, don't even beat him to death, just throw it in his face. He's like, why aren't you dead? Take my steak.
It's
Do we want to
steaks,
finish this?
motherfucker.
Do we want to finish this paragraph? Can we?
Do it.
Okay. All right. Order steak. Okay. And Vampire was probably watching a depressing movie like The Corpse Bride. It was actually a good film. I put on a black leather shirt that showed off my boobs and tiny matching minis. Oh my god, I'm a woman. And tiny matching miniskirt. And that's a simple plan on butts. You might think I'm a slut, but I'm really not. We were singing a cover of Elena, and at the end of the song, I suddenly burst into tears. Ebony, are you okay? Bloody Mary asked in a concerted voice. What is a concerted voice? What the fuck do you think? I asked
Concert
angrily.
voice. So it's like, Ebony!
Oh my god.
Are you okay? Ebony!
What is it, like Screamo? This
You're
is
like
a Screamo band.
transvestite.
Go.
You're a
Just keep
freaking-
reading it.
What the fuck do you think? I asked angrily, and then I said, well, Voldemort came and the fucking bastard told me to fucking kill Harry, but I don't want to kill him because he's really nice. Even if he did go with Draco, but if I
Oh
don't
my
kill
God.
Harry, then Voldemort would fucking kill Draco. I burst into tears. It was very heartbreaking. Suddenly, Draco jumped out from behind wall. Why didn't you fucking tell me? He shouted. How could you fucking poser muggle beach? See, is that out of character?
What the fuck?
It's letter C, it's not word C. I started to cry and cry. Rocco started to cry too, all sensitive. Then he ran out crying. We practiced for 1 more hour, crying the whole time. We cried all the time we practiced. The recording was very bad. Manager was upset. Then suddenly, Dumbledore walked in angrily. His eyes, was my manager, see? His eyes were all fiery, and I knew it was time. It wasn't because he had headache. That doesn't even make sense. What the fuck is that?
Because when people get headaches, their eyes go fiery.
Oh, shit. It's like we're going Super Saiyan over here.
They're winners, they can do what they want. He just freaking sets, he literally just walks in, he's like, okay, they need to know I'm angry, just sets his eyes on fire. When he goes in there, then
Like-
he leaves, he's like, oh my god, my eyes are on fire.
What
That's
have you
a- that's a
done? He
sound it
started to
makes.
cry wisely. See, that's basically not swearing. In this time, he was really upset, and you will see why. God, it's just very hard to read these letters. Ebony Draco has been found in his room. He committed suicide by slitting his wrist. Wait the fucking minute. Did I just not say 3 minutes ago he could not die from slitting wrists because he's a vampire?
Maybe he's lit with.
He must have done it with cross stakes, is what it was. That's
Oh
what
my god, plot hole, the whole story is ruined.
Can you read that next?
Oh crap! Spoiler alert!
Can you read the next note?
The next note. Okay. Chapter 11. Author's note. Do you want me to do it in Russian? Is that we're still Russian? Is Vlad
Go
still
Russian.
reading? Okay.
Sergey.
I said, stop flaming, you preps. See if this chapter is stupid. 1111. It deals with really serious issues. Specie for... God, what? SPC. It's like SP and then space and then C. It's like spasiba. That is a real Russian word, by the way.
Spacey.
SPC for you yourself. If it's stupid, be brr. Brew without the E in it. Brr. Thanks to my friend Raven for helping me.
That's what the English language is all about.
This is what
Just-
This is what
I
English has been
feel-
reduced to. I guess.
I'm pretty sure this guy wrote the entire.
Tim, you need to read this part.
I mean, he rated this fiction as M, but can you rate it M if it doesn't have like proper
No,
English?
This is M next.
I
Read it.
am pretty sure the guy
All right.
wrote
I'll
the
read,
entire
I'll read
story
through
in that
chapter
same
11.
language,
Oh my god!
and
this
his
is a
editor
long-ass
edited it all into
podcast.
proper English, which means he's the freaking world's greatest translator.
Okay. No! I screamed. I was horrified. Bloody Mary tried to comfort me, but I told her, fuck off! And I ran to my room crying myself. Dumbledore chased after me shouting, but he had to stop when I went into my room because he would look like a perv that way. Obviously. He doesn't look like a perv, being the manager of a bunch of teenagers.
And Hagrid.
And Hagrid, yeah.
Oh my god.
Anyway, I started crying tears of blood, and then I slid both my wrists. Well, that's terrible. They all got over my clothes. I took them off and jumped into the bath angrily. It hurt like hell, I'm sure, while I put on the Linkin Park song at full volume. Which one? I grabbed a stake and almost stuck it into my heart to commit suicide. What? I already slit my wrist. Just let me live peacefully. Jesus, this author kills me. I was so fucking depressed. I got out of the bathtub and put on a black low-cut dress with lace. I forget I am woman. Oh, low-cut dress with lace all over it, sandally. Oh, that sounds horrific. Oh. I put on black high heels with pink metal stuff on the ends. Pink metal stuff? What is that? Like, you have a metal toe ring? Like a metal toe for high heels? Okay. I put on black high heels with pink metal stuff on the ends and 6 pairs of skull earrings. Ah, metal. I couldn't fucking believe it. Then I looked out the window and screamed, Snap was spying on me. Who's Snap?
Snape.
Snape! Oh! Snape!
Oh snap! He spied on
Oh
me.
snap! There's somebody spying on me.
Oh, girl.
Oh,
So
girl.
keep
Fine.
reading,
Oh,
keep
my.
reading.
Snape was spying on me, and he was fucking taking a. He was spying on me, and he was taking a videotape of me. Too many me's. And Lupin was masticating to. Who is Lupin? Did Lupin the Third all of a sudden show up in this fanfic? Where did?
That's what F Threat kept saying. Lupin the Third. Oh, he kept reading it as.
It's Lupin. Luoopin. Lupin. Anyway. And masticating. Okay, so he was killing himself to this. He was dying. He was so heartbroken that I was being spied on that he was dying. That's what I'm getting out of this.
Just go keep reading.
They were sitting on their broomsticks. Get the fuck out.
That's what they call it.
Ooh, you're fucking perv. Stop looking at me naked. Are you pedos or what? I screamed, putting on a black towel with a picture of Marilyn Manson on it. But I'm already dressed. Oh, suddenly Vampire ran in. Abracadabra! He yelled at Snape. That's the best
Vampire is
Pokemon
Harry,
ever.
by the way.
He yelled at
Vampire
Snape
is
and
Harry
Lupin
Potter.
pointing... Right. Okay. I took my gun and shot Snape and Lupin with a gazillion times, and they both started screaming, and the camera broke. Oh, it's a badass gun that has a gazillion bullets.
Bazillion times.
Gazillion.
Talk about
G
hacks.
like Godzilla. Gazillion. Suddenly, Dumbledore ran in. Ebony, it has been revealed that someone has no. He shouted, looking at Snape and Lupin, and then he waved his wand, and suddenly, Hagrid ran outside and in his broom and said, "Everyone, we need to talk." Well, that was a rough transition.
The whole freaking school, it seems.
What do you know, Hagrid? You're just little Hogwarts students. I may be a Hogwarts student, Hagrid paused angrily, but
What?
I'm also a Satanist. Oh my God.
What?
What school is this? This is terrible school.
Argue
How-
it.
Hagrid? What?
Harger-Irid. Harger-Irid? Well, this is a very difficult word to say in Russian.
Oh my
Hagrid.
god.
Roncon
Ronkokokonoma. This cannot be, Snap said in a crisp voice as blood dripped from his hand where Dumbledore's wand shot him. There must be other factors. You don't have any, I yelled madly. Lupin held up the camera triumphantly. The lens may be ruined, but the tape is still here. I felt faint, more than I normally do, like how it feels when you do not drink enough blood. Why are you doing this? Lupin said angrily while he rubbed his dirty hands on his cloak. Little cloak.
What?
That's how kids are
I wasn't
calling it
sure if
these
that was
days?
cock or cloak or clock.
It's a combination of both.
A cloak.
There is not one without the other.
It's the clock he uses on his. Well,
it is a clock on his penises. And then I heard the words that I had heard before, but not from him. I do not know whether to feel shocked and happy or to bite him and drink his blood because I felt faint. Because, Hagrid said, and he paused in air dramatically, waving his wand in air, then swooped in, singing to the tune of a gothic version of a song by 50 Cent.
okay.
I would love
Oh my
to see
God.
that. I would really be interested to see that.
I can't
it would
even
be
laugh anymore. This is so ridiculous.
It would be like a screamo version of Miniman, like Miniman.
I'll
Oh,
take
I
it to
can't
the candy shop.
Where's that for me? This would be the worst thing.
I'll let
ever.
you lick the lollipop.
There is an alternative rock version of that song, by the way, by Framing Hanley. It's actually pretty
Peanut butter
good.
lollipop with lizards and sex.
Oh my God, are we finishing this? I'm two lines from the end of chapter 11. Okay, here we go.
Oh my God.
Because your Gothic, Snap asked in a little afraid voice because he was afraid it meant he was connected with Satan. Because I love her! Dum dum dum.
Wait, Hagrid loves the main character?
I don't even know.
Hagrid loves Jim.
I got lost.
Apparently,
Hagrid loves Jim.
apparently I'm a woman and I'm wearing a lace dress, but I also have a towel on top of that. Still, like I never changed out of it. So this is going to be a fantastic podcast. I was
Oh
really
my
concerned
gosh.
how this podcast started out, but we're ending it strong. I like this. I think we should just make podcasts
This should become
of
a
me
thing.
reading this. Just
Latecomers reading fanfics.
the latecomers read bad fan fiction.
Oh my God.
That should definitely happen.
Do
I'm
you
all
want me
for
to?
it.
I say yeah. Every month,
I'm all about it.
Jim will read a chapter of this for you people for your entertainment.
Holy crap.
We should get like what we did on the day, and each one has a character.
Oh my God.
I mean, if you guys want to keep reading it,
I think we should finish out the chapter.
Oh God! All
We
right.
did just finish the chapter.
I mean,
Chapter 12,
I
finish
think
out
we
the
should.
page.
I think we finish out the page.
Oh my
my
God.
God, this is a long one too. I wonder if I can do different voices on this.
the ending on chapter 12 is fantastic.
Oh, all right. Well, this is a long podcast, everybody. So you might, if you can't handle the funny, you better pause right here and come back to it later. Author's note. Stop faying around. Hagrid is a pedo too. A lot of people in American schools are like that. I wanted to address that issue. How do you know Snap, Aunt Kristen plus Hagrid isn't really in love with Ebony? That was Cedric, okay? I was
What?
about to slit my wrists again when the silver knife that Drago now, he has changed names? Is it legal? Did he go through paperwork? Because that is the fastest moving government I've ever seen. I was about to slit my wrists again when the silver knife that Drago had given me in case anything happened to him. He told me to use it valiantly against the enemy, but I knew that we must both go together against the enemy of Soviet Russia. No! I thought it was Hagrid, but it was a vampire. He started to scream, "Oh my fucking God, no! My scar hurts!" And then his eyes rolled up. You could only see his red whites. Red
What?
whites?
Is red white?
How are they? What are they? Are they pink? Has he got pink eyes?
It's lightish red.
He has lightish red eye. I stopped. How did you know? I saw it, and my scar turned back into lightning bolts. No! I ran up closer. I thought you didn't have a scar anymore, I shouted. I do, but Diabolo changed it into a pentagram for me, and I have always covered it up with foundation, he said back. Anyway, my scar hurt, and it turned back into lightning bolt. Save me! Then I had a vision of what was happening to Draco. Voldemort has him in bondage!
Voldemort. Magic Bow Wow.
Now I understand why this is rated M. We get into fun things now, yeah? Anyway, I was in
M
the
for
school's
mentally
nurses.
handicapped.
Right, M for mental. M for mental. I like it. Anyway, I was in school's nurse's office now, recovering from my slit wrist. Snap and Lupin and Hagrid were there too. That's all capitalized, so I feel like it should be. And Hahrid were all there too. They were going to
Hagrid.
St. Mango's. I've never heard of St. Mango's. St. Mango's after they recovered because they were pedophiles, and you can't have those fucking pervs teaching in the school with lots of hot girls. Duh. Say nothing about the small little boys that get raped all the time. No. They're not that important. Dumbledore had constipated the Sedio camera they took of me naked, but I had dress on. I put up my middle finger at them. Anyway, Hagrid came into hospital bed holding a bouquet of pink roses. Ebony, I need to tell you something.
No, it's
he
not
said,
Ebony,
oh, wait.
it's Enoby.
Enobi, I need to tell you something, said in a V-serious voice, giving me the roses. I did not realize that was men. Fuck off, I told him. You know I fucking hate the color pink anyway, and I don't like fucking fucked up pervs like you, I snapped. Hagrid had been mean to me before for being gothic. No, Ebony, Hagrid says. These are not roses. What, are they fucking goths so you pose a prep? I asked because I was angry and he had brought me pink roses. I saved your life, he yelled angrily. No, you didn't. No, you didn't, I replied. You saved me from getting a Parasite and P video made from your shower scene and being viewed by Snap and Lupin. Who
Just a little note.
masturbated.
Viewed is written V-U-E-D.
Yeah, V-U-E-D. Right. I kind of screwed up the voices there because there was not a new paragraph for the new. I mean, this author's done a lot of things wrong, but at least he got like the paragraphs right when new people were talking, and he didn't. So I thought it was the same character going in that second sentence. So who masturbated? I mean, he like gangsterfied it. Who masturbated? See, is that spelled wrong? Yeah,
Can I
that's
get
spelled
your
wrong.
number?
Pretty wrong.
This masturbated, not masturbated. To the end, he added silently, "Whatever!" I yelled angrily. He pointed at his wand at the pink roses. "These aren't roses." He suddenly looked at them with an evil look in his eye, and he muttered, "Well, if you wanted honesty, that's all you had to say. That's not a spell, that's an MCR song," I corrected him wisely. "I know, I was just warming up my vocal cords." Then he screamed, "Petulus Maringo me crem ilcli romancio." My God, I don't know spells. For all of you cool gothic MCR fans out there, that is a tribute. Especially for the reason I love you, girl. Imo noto o ko.
Wow, so the author went from what seems to be Italian to Japanese or Korean language?
That
What
is
is-
not
Oh my
Italian.
God.
Is it Latin?
I'm just kidding.
I think she's trying to go for Latin there because the last line's "I'm not
Wait,
okay,"
is the author a
and that's
girl?
the My Chemical Romance song. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And then
Well,
the
Tyler
roses
translated.
turned into... Oh, well, thank you, Tyler, for the translation.
I
Imo
just said
noto
that.
okeo is... I'm not
I
okay.
literally said that.
We didn't hear you.
Whatever,
Sorry.
Danielle. Go on, Jim.
we just weren't paying attention.
Whatever, I yelled angrily. He pointed his wand at the pink roses. Oh, wait, I just read that. Nope. Here we go. And then the roses turned to the huge black flame floating in the middle of the air. And it was black. It was very black, everybody, just in case you didn't know. Now I knew he wasn't
Holy
the threat.
shit, it's black.
Okay, I believe you. Now what the fuck is Draco? Hagrid
What
rolled
the
his
fuck
eyes.
is...
Hagrid. Draco is back. It's not Draco anymore. It's now Draco. It makes difference how you spell it, kids, and how it's pronounced. Make sure you learn your English.
I'm sorry.
Hagrid rolled his eyes. I looked into the balls of flame, but I could see nothing. You see, Ebony. Oh, Inabi. Oh my God, this is Dumbledore now. My bad. You see, Inabi, Dumbledore said, watching the two of us watching the flame. To see what is in the flames. Haha, you viewers, flames, get it? You must find yourself first, Kay.
Dumbledore's a rapper?
I have found myself. You okay, you mean old man? Hagrid yelled. Dumbledore looked shocked. I guess he didn't have a headache, or else he would have said something back. He obviously had flaming eyes. It's how you tell if he has headache. You look at eyeballs. Look at eyeballs. Are eyeballs on fire? If so, then he has headache. If not, you are okay. Hagrid stormed off back to his bed. You're a liar, Professor Dumbledore, Dory. Anyway, when I got better, I went upstairs and put on a black leather mini dress. Oh, I have 2 dresses on now. I have dress on top of dress. That's probably hot as hell to have lace underneath leather.
Don't worry. You're still in the hospital too, apparently.
Oh yes, I'm in hospital gown as well. This is turning into a very hot night.
And you're
Maybe
naked
I
at
will
the same
find
time.
maybe I'll find some dashing fellow in the elevator and I smell like ass and I've not brushed my teeth. We will see what happens. We'll see where things go. You never know, right? YOLO, yes? I went upstairs and put on a black leather mini dress that was all ripped up on the ends with lace on it. There was some corset stuff on the front. Then I put on black fishnets and black high-heeled boots. This is obviously a trend. With pictures of Billy Joe Armstrong on them. I think, is it Billy Joe Armstrong? I feel like it's Billy Joel.
No, Billy Joe.
I don't
Billy
It's
Joel.
the
It's
I
a
the lead
they do
singer
not have
of
this in
Green
Russia.
Day.
I do not know. I put my hair all out around me so I look like Samara from The Ring. If you do not know who she is, she's a... Oh my god, if you don't know who she is, you are a prep, so fuck off. Well, I am from Russia. I am Russian prep. Does that mean I get hot American model? And I put on blood red lipstick, black eyeliner, and black lipstick. I feel like the red lipstick is very... It takes away from the outfit a little bit. It kind of steals the show. You look kawaii, girl, Baludi Mary said sadly. Thanks, get it? You do too? I said, oh my god, that was mean. Thanks, get it? You do too? I said sadly too, but I was still upset. I slid both of my wrists, feeling totally that I've slid both of my wrists inside of 10 minutes. I'm going to fucking bleed out. Why am I not in hospital? I slid both of my...
though.
But I am in hospital. Ah, my
You're a
wardrobe came
vampire.
to
You
me.
don't die like
Never
that.
left.
I never left. The wardrobe came to me. It's magic. Bringeth closeth. I slid both of my wrists, feeling totally depressed, and I sucked all the blood. Oh well, that's weird. I cried again in my bathroom, put the shades up on, so Snap and Lupin couldn't spy on me this time. Duh, this is good. They're not like they have magical spells that can see through walls or nothing. I went to some classes. Vampire was in the hair of magic creatures. He looked all depressed because Draco had disappeared, and he had used it to be in love with Draco. He was sucking some blood from a Hufflepuff.
Rat blood.
Hi, he said from a depressed way. Hi back, I said in a equally sad way. That's not even equally, it's a quali sad way.
Oh god, I just read ahead.
We both looked at each other for some time. Harry had beautiful red gothic eyes, much like Draco's. I thought he was vampire. Then we jumped on each other and started screwing each other. Why?
Whoa! In the middle of class.
So we have sweat, blood, and semen all mixed together. This is lovely. This is like German porno.
Oh my god.
Stop it, you horny simple! Shouted Professor McGoggle, who was watching us, and so was everyone else. Vampire, you fucker, I said, slapping him. Stop trying to screw me. You know I love Draco, I shouted, and I ran away angrily. Why am I mad at him? This was consensual. Did I miss where he cast spell on me? No, okay. Then he started to scream, oh my fucking god, no, my scar hurts. And then his eyes rolled up. You could only see his red whites. The pink eye is back. No, I ran him closer. I thought you didn't have scar anymore, I shouted.
This
I
again?
don't, but Diabolo changed it into a pentagram for me, and I always cover it up with my foundation. Why, you went all over this. What is happening again?
It's a cycle.
We have caught in the time warp. Ah. Anyway, my scar hurt, and then I had a vision of what was happening to Draco. Voldemort has him in bondage. Special thanks to my Raven, my Gothic's blood sister. What the fuck? You're supposed to read this? To read this?
One.
Hey, Raven, do you know where my sweater?
It just cuts off. Hey, Raven, do you know where my sweater?
I'm crying again. I think that's how we should do the
jeez.
podcast.
Do you think if we
And-
refresh the page, we'll see the rest of the sentence?
And this,
Yeah, let's just know.
and this, kids, has been another Frontier Adventures brought to you by the Latecomers.
Holy crap.
Oh
I feel
wow.
like we should abruptly end the podcast now. Like, thanks for listening, but
Yeah. Before we abruptly end the podcast, so is the hashtag going to be that?
hashtag wear my sweater, I.
I was going to say, I would say, hashtag should be hashtag Russian read fanfic. How about that? Yeah.
Russian read fanfic.
Da.
Good, good.
Da.
The Russian red white. I like that a
You
lot.
told me in Russia, you do not read fanfic, fanfic reads you. Okay, that was terrible, just shoot me.
No, that's actually quite correct. In Soviet Russia, fanfic reads you. If, of course, if Stalin approves of fanfic. If Stalin does not approve of fanfic, then you die.
I think
And your
Stalin
family
would approve
dies,
of this
and your
fanfic.
friends die,
Stalin
and your
wrote this
neighbors,
fanfic.
just to be safe.
Stalin wrote this fanfic.
Alright,
I
guys,
think
real
so,
quick,
yeah.
though.
Real
Real quick,
I think.
do you know where my sweater?
I got a
My
half
sweater,
hour. Actually, I have to be somewhere in 30 minutes. So this is probably a good time for me.
I know that feel, bro.
So we don't have to end on questions today, guys. You get to end on that hour and a half
That,
long
on that
podcast.
disturbing note.
Special thanks
So-
to you guys.
I think it's a 2-hour podcast. So, hashtag Russian reads fanfic. Thank you for listening.
Okay, see you later.
До
See ya.
свидания.
Bye. If you find my
Bye.
sweater, let me know.
Tyler said bye.
Bye.
Bye.